All right, y'all. I am the Galaxy Empress. This is gonna be my last. No, I'm not gonna say that. I did 3 videos. This is gonna be the quick, surefire one. Okay, I'm trying to keep this one under a certain time limit. So if you see this video, then this here has a message for you, maybe about your situation or a situation about people around you. So if it does, comment, like, share, subscribe. That'll be great. I'm gonna use one of my newer decks, but I'm just gonna keep it going. I'm just gonna keep it going. I'm just gonna read and pick up and channel the energy as it comes through. All right, so ready? Here we go. Hope you enjoy it. All right, we got the Magician here. We have the Six of Wands here. So you have created some type of environment where you are needed if you're very important at work. And then you have the Seven of Wands here, so you're able to defend your position very easily. You have the Knight of Cups here and the Nine of Swords here. You are worried about not being needed at this place. Maybe it's work, maybe it's home life, something you cultivated to where you are needed. And then you have the Four of Pentacles here. You're not in this like broke mentality. You have some type of money. Yeah, you have the Three of Cups here at the bottom. And then the Ten of Pentacles behind that. So you're not, and when you say needed, you're not needed financially. You're needed emotionally. And I feel like that is what you wanted. You wanted people to recognize that you are there to help them. But there's something underlying. Yeah. You have the Nine of Swords here, again, the Nine of Swords, and then you have the Nine of Pentacles. You are worried about your independence. Because if people are needing you, if people are needing you, you can't really, so you have the Five of Pentacles here at the bottom, and then you have the Three of Cups here. You can't be in both energies. So I feel like you are right now, you're worried about your finances. You're not broke, but I feel like the people around you are sucking your vitality dry. And because they're sucking your vitality dry, it's draining you, making it harder for you to actually earn your money. Then you have the Three of Pentacles here, the King of Wands, and the Five of Wands. So maybe there's somebody here at your workplace that is encroaching on what you've manifested. I'm getting, don't let somebody trick you out your spot. So you may have somebody here that's more charismatic than you. There's always somebody better than you. There's always somebody worse than you. There's always somebody on the even keel with you. Like, you can't really judge somebody else's journey based off of what you see right then and there, because you don't know what pit they had to crawl out of in order to get to where they're at. So I feel like you've cultivated this environment to where you're needed, and now you have, maybe this was like a woman type of environment, and now they've hired 2 new people on. You have the Hermit here as well with the High Priestess and the Ten of Swords. So somebody feels betrayed. Somebody feels like backstabbed. Maybe you didn't want to hire this person, or they do like the peer interviews. Maybe you didn't want this person to be hired. Maybe either deep down you felt threatened by this person, or this person felt threatened by you, or you feel like this person is a saboteur. Then you have the Page of Pentacles here. So you've been contemplating this for a while. You've been studying this. Maybe you've studied this person, or you studied people like this person, and you kind of like, you see where this is going if it continues. You're like, I've dealt with people like this person. This person is gonna, you're waiting for the other shoe to drop on this person. And I feel like they just got this. So that shoe is way up in the air. Yeah, the Emperor. And look who's the Emperor, Zeus. Way up in the air. That shoe is up there in Mount Olympus. That shoe is not coming down anytime soon. So you're gonna drive yourself crazy. And this is why you studying. You see what I'm saying? You waiting. You like, they're gonna do this and they're gonna do that. So you've already planned out the trajectory, but that shoe is way up there in Mount Olympus. Like, and I feel like this person that they just hired on, the reason why they got hired on is because they have clout. Maybe they know, maybe they're like the CEO's godson or something, or they are and then you have the Hierophant here, and then the Moon here. So these, and damn, the Judgment here. So yeah, this and the King of Cups. Yeah, the father. There's a father figure here that this is the reason why this person got hired. And I feel like it's not gonna come out just yet. It's gonna come out later on. But like right now, everybody's like, why is this person? Why did this person get hired? Like they either don't have all the credentials, or like something about them seems off. Other people notice it, but people are being quiet because they're just trying to feel this person out. Like they're like, okay, maybe this is like some type of savant or something. Maybe they know everything about this position, and maybe that's why they gave them a chance. But you're like, something ain't right, and you try to figure it out. But you have to wait for this other person to make a move, so you can plot where they are on the trajectory, if that makes sense. You are an overthinker. Yeah, and you have the Four of Swords here, and you have the Buddha here. So you're calm about everything. You got your sword ready. You'll cut a motherfucker if you need to, but you just like to use them for defense. What Tupac said, I ain't no killer, but don't push him. Yeah, we have the Four of Wands here. So you're not happy about this person being hired. And I'm getting a heavy job situation. Like, you're not happy about this person being hired. Because I feel like it takes the energy away from you. It takes the spotlight off of you. But you're strong. You've been through this before. This is not your first rodeo. This is why you've been able to cultivate this environment, because you know exactly what you want, what you don't want. Then you have the High Priestess and the Ten of Swords. Yeah, you've been through this before. You've been backstabbed by this type of individual before, this energy before. And I feel like it's one of those, what is the guy from, I'm thinking of Neo, but from the Matrix, Agent Smith, right? This is like your Agent Smith moment. It's the same energy. It just hopped into a different body, and you do not want to be backstabbed again. And I feel like this is why you're not happy, because this person is like a status quo disruptor. And I feel like because they are that type of individual where they're going to disrupt the status quo, you have built the status quo. And maybe that's why you're worried about your finances, because maybe this is something with like, I'm getting like commission or something. Maybe people come to you, and there's something about people coming to you and wanting to collaborate with you, wanting to pull you into their projects, pull you into their world to make money. But now that you have some type of competitor, that's going to directly impact your finances or something like that. Then you have the King of Cups, the World, and the Seven of Cups. And look, is this one man around all these women, right? And so you have the King of Cups here with the World. So what I'm getting with this right here, because that's Amaterasu, I love her. If what I'm getting with this, and this is Poseidon, what I'm getting with this is that this CEO, this person, this high up guy that is really important to the company, he is appeasing this woman. He's appeasing this woman with hiring this individual, this guy that's here. And this guy that's here is very charismatic. And I feel like you're not going to bend the knee to this person. You're not going to kiss this person's ass. You're not going to. You're just not going to do it. Because, again, this is you manifested all this stuff around you. But this is your test to see if all the spotlight is off of you, are you still able to maintain? Remember, it's always darkest before dawn. So this is your dark before dawn, because you see they're all in the dark on this boat. He's steering. He's steering, which means he's the ringleader. He's the master. The women in the background, they're just in their own little world. They're doing their own thing, but they're following a strong masculine. And that's what this is. You are a strong feminine because you're the high priestess, right? And so, of course, naturally, these women would normally flock to you because you're the high priestess. But now that you have this, this very charismatic, handsome man that's now here, now these women, they just don't know what to do with themselves. They just beside themselves. They just flocking and look, and he just staring away. He ain't even paying attention to them. He could drive them over he can drive them over the edge of a waterfall and they'll just be right there, you know. But this is what I'm getting with this. This man, this high up man, is appeasing this woman because he looks at this woman as his world. And if her son needs a job, he got a job. If he needs a good paying job, he got a good paying job. And because you are the hard worker, they expect you to be there. They expect you to just bear it, regardless if he's there or not. They look at you as a staple, a fixture of the company, and they look at him as like, it's almost like he came in like a cyclone, like a whirlwind, and just like shakes everything up, and everything's everywhere. Like all this energy. Like everybody just doesn't know what to do, and then they don't expect. I feel like they don't expect him to be there long, but this is your test to see if you can withstand the storm. I'm not saying you have to, but can you? And it's like, I know I can, we know you can, but I don't know, something about, the Queen of Pentacles here. But once you withstand the storm, I feel like this is what you get. You're going to be the Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, and she got a baby. Don't sleep with him. Do not sleep with him, girl. Then you have judgment. Yeah, girl, if you sleep with him, you're going to be judged. Because you probably gonna say something about him, about how he this and this. Look, I'm telling you, look at the son with the twins in the back. Girl, do not sleep with that man. Clank, clank, lock it down, girl. Because he's looking at you as a queen of cups. Okay, he looking at you, girl. He looking at you. You got the 7 of Swords here. This is supposed to be the trickster spirit. But yeah, so the Empress here. You're the Empress. So just sit back, relax. Let the whirlwind, with all hurricanes don't last forever. You know what I'm saying? They hit some type of energy, some type of, weather pattern changes, and then they lose their strength. And that's what this is. Cyclones don't last forever. Tornadoes don't last forever. Yeah, they may be strong. They can wipe a whole city off the map. But eventually it will dissipate, one of those words. Yeah, and then you have the King of Swords here, 6 of Pentacles, and then the 2 of Swords. So you're on the right path. Let him lead. Let him think that he's leading, and then you can give whatever information that you want. Because remember, you are the person that's cultivated this. This is your environment. He's new coming to your environment. You can give him whatever information you want, and you're on the right path. Even if you don't give him the right information, give him what you need to give him, and then let it be. Because again, he's not going to be there long. He's only going to be there temporary. Yeah, and I feel like you have the Empress here and the Tower card here. So just be mindful. Or if you don't want to, because you have the Wheel of Fortune as well. You have Fortuna here. So you're going to get your money back. So if you feel like this guy is encroaching on your stuff and taking your business and taking your business partnerships, it's short-lived. All right, final messages. Six of Swords. You also have the opportunity to move on to calmer waters if it's getting too turbulent for you. Then you have the 8 of Cups here, so maybe it may be wise for you to just walk away. Find you something first. Then you have the Death here, the Knight of Pentacles here, and then you have the Death here in reverse. Yeah, it's gonna like I said earlier, that shoe is way up in the Mount Olympus. It's gonna take some time. He's not losing any steam anytime soon. So if you just can't take it, I mean, it may be best to find something else. But if you want to weather the storm, because that is a part of the test is this. Are you going to weather the storm and then be rewarded at the end? Or are you going to forge your own path, go on to calmer waters, and manifest everything again? But just know that if you do that, this disruptor energy is going to come back in. So you're either going to deal with this test now or later. But either way, the universe supports you. Because 9 of Wands, you're pretty much almost done. Like, you're almost done with this. Yeah, 3 Cups here. You're going to be able to celebrate. Whichever path you choose, you'll be able to celebrate. Eight of Swords, don't be stuck in your head. Pick a lane and go for it. Whatever way. So maybe this may be your confirmation. Because I'm getting like, should I stay or should I go? Right? So do what you want to do. Because the universe is going to support your decision regardless. So if it's not an issue, if you know you're going to get the money anyway, just go for it. So that's your reading. Love you. Bye.